Okay, so Governor JB Pritzker just called out Greg Abbott, Donald Trump, and the entire Texas GOP for trying to rig elections and intimidate lawmakers with a level of hypocrisy and meltdown you honestly have to see to believe. As usual, let's watch the video in full. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts towards the end.
I know you all want to take pictures of the butter cow, so I'll get out of the way as fast as I can. Jeremy.
Texas Republicans have threatened to use Texas state law enforcement and even federal law enforcement to apprehend Texas House Democrats here tonight. And today there was a bomb threat at the hotel. What specifically are you doing, and what conversations have you had with the Illinois State Police or even the National Guard to protect these lawmakers?
Well, let me be clear. They're welcome. These lawmakers are welcome in the state of Illinois. So are Texas Rangers. They can go visit the lakefront in Chicago. They can come to the state fair, but they're not arresting and taking anybody away from Illinois. As to the FBI, there is no federal law that prevents the legislators from Texas from coming to the state and spending their time here and breaking quorum in the state of Texas. There's been a civil warrant issued by none other than the Republican Speaker of the House of Texas. A civil warrant, as you know, does not allow the Texas Rangers or anybody in Texas to grab anybody outside of the state of Texas. So we're very proud to have them here. Frankly, they're heroes. These are people who are standing up for democracy, and we're going to do everything we can to protect them while they're here in our state.
What steps have you taken to protect them?
So, as you know, as you pointed out, there was a bomb threat this morning at a hotel that some of them are staying at. Last night there was a right-wing podcaster who took a video of where they're staying, posted it, put a map up to point out exactly what hotel they're at. That happened before the bomb threat was issued. And I have to say, we've had to react from a law enforcement perspective here in the state by calling our state police, local law enforcement, making sure that they're protecting the people who are staying at that hotel, including the Texas visitors that we have. And so that's state law enforcement. Whenever there is a law that is broken, and a law was broken, they're doing an investigation. They're going to seek out, hunt down, and find the perpetrators. Yes, sir. It's never too late, Peter. And the truth is that, we're going to think about all the options. We've already taken one of those options, I think you're aware, which is about 6 weeks ago, I talked about the possibility that Texas House Democrats would, in fact, have to leave their state. And I made it clear to them, and as I have for the last 6 weeks, that they're welcome in the state of Illinois. They took us up on that invitation. They could have really gone anywhere. I think they chose Illinois because they know that we will protect them, that there's a safe haven here in the state. And so I'm very proud to have them.
Governor, you said last night on TV that Illinois' current maps are legal. But how do they comport with your promise to sign a fair map? And how are Illinois' current maps good?
Look, I think we should have an independent commission. We should have one nationally so that there's no dispute about it. But when they throw the rule book out, as Donald Trump and Greg Abbott have, when Republican states are more often gerrymandering than Democratic states are, and when Democratic states have already, some of them had independent commissions, it seems like all bets are off. We've got to consider all the options when they're trying to take democracy away. Look, there are 5 districts in Texas that Donald Trump says he is entitled to have turned over to Republicans. You know what those 5 districts are? They're 5 districts that are legal under the Voting Rights Act, that are represented by black and brown people and represent black and brown people. And I might say that when we passed our maps here, fully legal, compliant constitutionally and with the Voting Rights Act. And so I'm very proud of that fact, and proud of the fact that the people of Texas, the Democrats from Texas that are here, are standing up for the democratic principles that we believe in the state of Illinois. John.
But the president said they did it to us. Didn't Illinois do it to the Republicans? Like you signed
You all know that there is a decennial census that takes place in this country. And right after a decennial census, you redraw the maps in a state. It happens. Sometimes it gets done more politically. Sometimes it gets done by an independent commission. But it happens. Usually, in this case, it was in 2021. The truth is that now you've got Donald Trump and Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton and John Cornyn all saying that, oh, no, we're going to break the rules. We're going to go in the middle of the decennial, the decade that we're in, and we're going to redistrict in 2025. They're only doing that for one reason. It's because they know they're going to lose in 2026 if they don't breach the rules, if they don't cheat. And we know that especially Donald Trump is a cheater. He's cheated people out of money. He's defrauded people out of money. He's cheated on his wives. He's willing to cheat the American people out of their votes. Ben. Look, first of all, I stand up for our police, always have. We've built an Illinois State Police that's larger than it's been in many, many years. And they deserve to have the same rules applied to them as are applied to police all over the state of Illinois. And that's all that this bill did. Secondly, the mayor never once called me, or as far as I know, any legislators to oppose that bill or to ask for any changes in that bill. And, you know, when a municipality that's affected by some piece of legislation doesn't speak up about it, opposing it, then how can people know that the mayor opposes it? And he didn't until, after it passed. I know that some of the members of his administration have said so. I really don't know that the mayor himself opposes it. What I know is that we have helped the Chicago police get fairness in their contract. Yes, sir.
I just want to know which specific district are you referring to, and just to get it on the record, would you support a national district reform effort and gerrymandering in Texas, Illinois, everything?
I absolutely favor, if we can get rid of any kind of partisan gerrymandering across the entire United States all at once, I absolutely favor that. Let me remind you that when Nikki Budzinski was running in her district for the very first time, when Eric Sorensen was running, these are all in 2022, everybody said those were competitive races. So you can't tell me that these were drawn so that only Democrats could win. There are often races, there are certainly areas where you're probably not going to have a lot of competition because there is no way to draw a map that is hyper competitive. But those are two examples of, even you reported on the competitive nature of those races. And so I think we have to all remind ourselves that just because a map ends up with one party having more seats than another does not mean that it was gerrymandered or that there was anything wrong with what happened. But I'll remind you that there are two reasons why what they're doing in Texas is wrong. First, they're violating the Voting Rights Act. And second, they are redrawing these maps in the middle of a decade when they should have and could have stuck to the map that they put in place in 2021, which is, I admit, in court now, but it's the one that people have been getting elected on, well, for the last 4 years. Sir, I want to call, yeah. Yes, sir. You know, I haven't looked at it. I honestly, these are rules of the House that they'll have to determine for themselves. I understand, but I mean, I think the House will make a determination about what they want. Put that out. As you said, there's a bill. I haven't looked at it. I don't have an opinion about it today. Sure. Oh, sorry, Mike. I haven't gotten anything from Mike. Yeah. I mean, this is more cruelty from an administration that consistently demonstrates that it does not care about people, that it will bring cruelty to an issue that frankly requires us to have some regard for humanity. You can see what happened. Alligator Alcatraz it's reprehensible what they're doing. It's also reprehensible that they take people off the streets, that you don't your family doesn't get notified, right? Your habeas corpus rights are taken away, and you end up in a gulag in El Salvador. This is just more of the same.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thanks, everyone.
We're going to do a quick group picture here, guys.
All right. You got Pritzker doing the whole Illinois is a sanctuary for democracy bit, which, yeah, cool. But also, can we talk about why any of this is happening in the first place? Why are Texas lawmakers even in Illinois? Because Greg Abbott and his Republican pals are so desperate to win at all costs, they basically try to cheat their way to victory every single time the numbers start to turn against them. I mean, that's just, it's wild, isn't it? Like, the Republicans in Texas have lost so much touch with their own voters that their only strategy is redraw the maps, cut out communities of color, and yeah, if that fails, send the police after political opponents. Like, full on arrest your enemies vibes. What year is this? How is this America? And by the way, let's just remind ourselves, Texas's own maps have already been called out in federal court for racial gerrymandering. Not just once either, like multiple times. Go look up the 2017 rulings where the courts literally said Texas discriminated against Black and Latino voters. The receipts are everywhere. They get a slap on the wrist and then turn right around and do it again. Oh, and can we just, sorry, but Donald Trump, man, the guy who lost the 2020 election by 7 million votes, and then spent months and months lying about fraud, dragging everyone through his fantasy court cases, 60-something lawsuits, all failed. Even his own judges laughed him out of court. Yet the big lie keeps rolling. And somehow Greg Abbott, Ken Paxton, the whole Texas GOP, they just take that lie and run with it. They use it as an excuse for everything, for gutting voting rights, for basically handpicking their voters like it's a game of Monopoly. Meanwhile, Republicans accuse Democrats of cheating. Like, sorry, are we living in opposite world? Because you look at the facts, Ohio, North Carolina, Wisconsin, the most extreme gerrymanders, all GOP. Courts keep striking them down, and I don't know, they just keep trying it again. Like, maybe if they do it fast enough, no one will notice. I mean, how do you even defend this with a straight face? You want to talk about why Texas Democrats have to hide out in Illinois? Because otherwise Republicans will just ram these maps through, silence Black and brown voters, and lock themselves into power forever. And sorry, but if you're cheering that on, what are you even rooting for? That's not democracy, that's not American, that's Banana Republic territory. And then they complain about rule of law and law and order while threatening political opponents with police action. Give me a break. Pritzker's up there playing host, making sure nobody's getting arrested on his watch, while right-wing media literally doxes these lawmakers and there's a bomb threat at their hotel. This is the law and order party, everyone. Protecting democracy by, I don't know, sending people running across state lines for their own safety. This is the stuff you read about in history books, except it's now. And, you know, Abbott and the rest, they keep saying, oh, Democrats did it too. But no, the census is when you redraw maps. That's the law. Republicans in Texas want to do it right in the middle of the decade, break every norm. Because what? They're scared they're going to lose in 2026? I mean, at least pretend you believe in fair elections, right? I get worked up about this because honestly, the pattern is clear. Trump, Abbott, all these Republicans, if they can't win with voters, they'll just move the goalposts or the field. Or, you know, just set the whole thing on fire and call it a rule change. And every time they lose, it's always somebody else's fault. But when they win, suddenly it's the will of the people. Anyway, that's where we're at. If you care about democracy, voting rights, any of that stuff, look at who's rigging the system, who's pushing people out of their own state, and who's spreading the lies. Every single time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. While you're down there, hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.